Hi everyone! We all know that when we are dealing with data, or something like accounting stuff, or table with numbers, and we want to perform mathematical operations, doing some formulas, or calculations, we are using the Microsoft Office Excel, or simply, MS Excel. And what is MS Excel? MS Excel or Microsoft Excel is a software program produced by Microsoft that allows users to organize, format and calculate data with formulas using a spreadsheet system. This software is part of the Microsoft Office suite and is compatible with other applications in the Office suite. In this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to perform computation using the MS Word. Yes, you heard it right. Microsoft Word has the feature that can perform calculations, and other mathematical formulas that can help you ease your job, and performing computation even faster. Okay, without further delay, let's get started. We are here now in an opened MS Word document, an empty document. Right now, I'm going to show you a simple example on how to perform a simple calculation. I will add a table containing data in it. I will add 7 columns and 5 rows table. In order to add table, we'll go to the tab on the upper part of this MS Word document, and we will click the Insert tab, next to the Home tab. After clicking the Insert tab, next is to click the Table button, and as you can see now, there is a drop-down effect, which contains the cells where you can form a table, and under that table is the options, More about tables. I will now try to form a table, of which I'll be using in my example. I will add a 7 columns and a 5 rows. Okay. Now, we have formed a columns. We have 7 columns table with 5 rows. In the example I'm going to show you I will call it my expenses for the week. Now, I will add a header on the upper part of the table. This table will be the days of the week. I will type Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and the Friday, and on the last column, will be the total. This total pertains to the total of each expenses per day. And in the left part of this table will be the list of the expenses. Let's say that I have a top 3 expenses, and I will list them on the 3 rows. For example, my top 1 on the list is the food, and second one is the transpo, or what you call transportation expense, and the last one is the extra or extras expense. And in the very last row, will be the total. This total pertains to the total of each expenses per day. And now, I will be putting values to each and every cells of the rows. Each expenses per day, from Monday to Friday. Let's say, for the value in the cell of food expense for Monday is 100, for the transpo is 80, and for the extra is 20. We will be going to repeat the process by typing a number value to each cells corresponds to the expense and the day. We will just make the number different each day. You can type your own number as you go along with me, until we filled up all these cells up to the Friday column. Okay. We now have completed filling up all the cells in our table. We have the values from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. Also, we will create a formula for the total of each day. And the next part? We will also put formula for the total of each expense for the whole week. And lastly, we will put formula in the last cell of the table. That cell will be the grand total of all the expenses for the whole week. Okay, we are now about to put formula in each total's cells. How are we going to do that? We will go to the upper part of the MS Word document, which is the Menu tab. In the Menu tab, we will look for the Layout tab. This Layout tab is different from this Layout tab. This Layout tab pertains to the layout of the document, while this Layout tab is the layout of the table. And inside the Layout tab, we will go to the rightmost part of the tab, and we will look for the Formula button. When we click the Formula button, a dialog box will pop up. As you can see in the dialog box, there is a formula already typed in there. But usually, if it is the first time you have opened the formula box, you will see the equal sign only. In this formula text box, this is the text box where you can type in the formula. The next text box is the number format. In this text box, you can assign a number formatting in each cells. When you click the drop-down button here, a list of default number formatting will be shown. And the last text box or drop-down button here is where you can find the functions available in the formula box. As you can see here, there are different kinds of formulas. But in this tutorial, we will be using the sum function. You can see that when we click the function, it automatically adds to the formula text box. And the cursor is blinking inside the open and close parentheses. In this parentheses, this is where you can type the range, from where the cells containing the number values are to be computed. What I'm doing right now is I am going to put a number formatting for the first cell. You can see here the $sign. And another $sign here. What I'm going to do is I will change the $sign to a different currency symbol. Meaning? We can change the default symbol to our preferred symbol. Let's just say, I want to put a PHP symbol. PHP symbol means Philippine peso. Okay. And another PHP symbol here. And now, let's go back to the formula text box. And as you can see the open and close parentheses after the word sum? I'm going to put the range from where the formula gets the values that will be computed. The function will identify the numbers listed, whether it is in vertical or in horizontal direction. It will compute all the numbers as long as it is listed continuously, one after the other. And I will type the function, above. Finally, click the OK button. You can see now that in the cell of the total in the Monday column, it automatically summed up all the numbers vertically, from top to bottom. We now got the total number value of 200 pesos. You will also notice the difference that when I click the cells here, and in the total cell, the value is highlighted with a grayish color. It indicates that in this cell, there is a function or formula behind. We will now do the same process for the remaining total cells. But this time, I'm going to show you the quickest way to do the same process. You will see the button on the uppermost part on the left? That is the button called Repeat Formula button. The function of this button is when we click it, it will perform the automatic computation, same with the function we've done previously. You'll see it summed up to 210 number value. And we will repeat the same process for the 3 remaining total cells. Okay, we are done with the totals for each day. We will now go to the last column on the left. This column will calculate the total of each expenses. We will do the function for the total for each expenses for the whole week. For the first row, the food expense, the function will compute the values from Monday to Friday. This time we will not use the Repeat Formula button, but we will go to the Layout tab, and click the Formula button. You will now notice the function in the formula box. The function inside the open and close parentheses changes from the above function to the left function. The formula box automatically detected the numbers next to cell we are working with. It detects that the numbers next it is in the left position, and on the horizontal order. The left function will compute the numbers from left to right, meaning the numbers from Monday to Friday. I will put format in the number format, but this time I will leave its default format, the $sign. And in the next cell? We will click again the formula button. You will notice that the function inside the open and close parentheses changes again to the above function. Therefore, the formula box detects that there is a number not only on the left, but there's also a number above it. The formula box automatically sets the range for the number or the numbers above, by default, so this time, we will decide, what will be the function, or the range we are going to put inside the parentheses. It can be above, left or right. But for this cell, we will change the above function to left function, so it will compute the numbers from the transportation cell at Monday, up to the Friday. The value we have now is 410. And this time, we will use again the Repeat Formula button located at the upper leftmost part of Ms. Word document, to automatically perform the left function. The left function remains in the memory of the function box, so that we can use it for this cell. We now have the value 60. Now, before we proceed to the last cell, the grand total cell, I would like to discuss the important details about the Repeat Formula button. We know that Microsoft Office Word performs an auto-recover save, meaning, it automatically saves the Word document by itself. Because of that, every time the MS Word does the auto-recover saving, the repeat button will be automatically disabled. In order to handle that, we have to extend the auto-recover time set by default. By doing so, we will have enough time to use the repeat time button before it is disabled. Now, I'm going to show you where we can find the settings where we could adjust the auto-recover time. On the upper left part of the Word document, same with the location of the repeat time button as the Quick Access toolbar. Click the Customize Quick Access toolbar button, and select the More Commands option. Then the Word option box will be open. Click the Save option. Then, on this side, we have here on the second line, with a checkbox, is the Save Auto Recover information. And as you can see, it is set to 15 minutes, meaning, this MS Word document performs the Save Auto Recover function every 15 minutes, and the Word document will be refreshed. You can adjust the time by changing the number typed in the text box. You can type the number from 1 minute to 120 minutes, depending on your preferences. As you can see, as I hover the mouse pointer on the text box, you will see the tooltip text, indicating the number of minutes you can assign. But for this tutorial, I'm gonna leave it as it is. The 15 minutes time save recover. And now? We will close this Word option box. Click OK. And now? In the last formula that we're going to do, is the grand total formula. We will go to the last cell on the last column. In the Layout tab menu, click the Formula button. As you can see, in the formula text box, the above function is automatically typed in. But for this part of the cell, it doesn't matter what formula we're going to use. We can use either the above or left function, because we can calculate either the total of each expense total for the week, or the total from the total of each expense per day. We will come up with the same value. OK? This time, I will use again the PHP symbol, so as to make it uniform with the other totals of each day of the week. OK. We have the grand total value of 1020. Now, I'm going to use a calculator to check if it's the same with the calculations we've done with our example. First, calculate the totals in the last column. 1020. And now calculate the totals from left to right. Perfect. We've came up with the same values. I think we've successfully finished our example table, and we've accomplished our goal. That is to perform an automatic calculation or doing some mathematical function, using the Microsoft Word, just like the Microsoft Excel. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe.